Imagine a situation where a patient with a chronic alcoholism and advanced liver disease is admitted to hospital. He is stable initially. The next day he eats a protein-rich meal, maybe meat or some high-protein diet is taken the next day after he is admitted. Within a few hours, what happens is he becomes confused, restless, and drowsy. Soon he'll develop, when you examine, he'll start having flapping tremors of the hands, and his consciousness begins to deteriorate. Now the question what we get is, what suddenly happened? Why should eating protein, something that is normally healthy, suddenly makes the patient's brain function worse? So the answer to this question is very simple, and it involves a pathway of ammonia metabolism. So let us understand this step by step through this flow chart, what exactly happened once a patient took a protein meal. So when we eat proteins, they are digested in the intestine into amino acids. Some of these amino acids are metabolized by the intestine, the intestinal bacteria, and during that the amino acids are broken down and ammonia is produced. Okay, and this ammonia enters into the portal blood and it is transported directly to liver. So if you can see here, in a normal healthy liver, ammonia gets converted into uh, urea. Okay, so it converts ammonia into urea through a urea cycle, and urea is then safely excreted in the kidneys. But in case of liver failure, what happens is liver cells are damaged and it cannot efficiently convert ammonia into urea. So what happens, ammonia starts accumulating in the bloodstream. The concentration of ammonia increases in the blood because it's not getting converted into urea. Now increased ammonia crosses the blood-brain barrier. Okay. Now inside the brain, what happens is this ammonia is converted to glutamine by a cell called astrocytes. Your glial cells, no, astrocytes. They cause conversion of ammonia into glutamine. And remember, glutamine is osmotically active substance, so it will draw water. And this ammonia glutamine, now what it does is, inside the astrocytes, because it is osmotically active, it will draw water and there will be cerebral edema, especially involving the astrocyte cells. Clear? And this is what leads to the neurological symptoms what we see in hepatic encephalopathy, that is confusion, altered behavior will be there, asterix also called flapping tremor, drowsiness, and in severe cases patient can go into coma. So the key point here to remember in this video is, it is not the protein itself that is toxic, okay? It is the ammonia produced from the protein metabolism that becomes dangerous when the liver cannot detoxify it. That is why protein intake is usually restricted or carefully regulated in patients with liver failure. So what you can remember in one line here is, when the liver fails, remember, protein metabolism turns ammonia into a neurotoxin because it damages the neurons indirectly by causing swelling of all these glial cells, that is your astrocytes. So hope you have understood this mechanism, why suddenly sometimes the liver failure patients precipitate and present with hepatic encephalopathy. Thank you.